Hey guys, and welcome back to the post-game of Pokemon Sun. Today, as a kind of penultimate part, special of sorts, we're going to be showing you Z-moves. Fantastic Z-moves and where to find them. Them being their respective ZCrystals. Of course, we'd like to show you all the Z-moves, but unfortunately some of the ZCrystals are tied to unique event Pokemon, so you'll have to sell for the 18 unique elemental types, Incineroar's special one, Raichu's special one, as well as one that's going to be showcased by Tapu Koko, and believe you me, he is excited to have his Pokemon battle debut.
First one we'll be showing up here is, the first Z Crystal you'll get in the game, Breakneck Blitz for the normal Z Crystal. I'm not gonna say the names because I know I'll fuck them up. Not a bad starter Z move. You'll have a Pokemon that'll be able to do it, probably your starter. Just kind of a crazy tackle attack, but looks good enough. I'll give it a C plus maybe.
Didn't realize we were grading these. And fun fact, depending on what move you put in, the Z move will be that much more powerful. Please refer to Bulbapedia for all the stuff we can't be asked for you. The next one on the agenda is the Fighting Z move, and if you'll allow me to look up, yes, the Fightium Z. That's stupid. All-out pummeling. This Z Crystal is given to you as part of the story by Hala. There's really only like a few, type-specific Z Crystals that you have to go out of your way to find, but don't worry, we'll be pointing out how to get all of them.
That one's pretty good, Aura Punch, gotta give it some props. I'll give that a B+. Now, next up, for Masquerain here, I like how you brought in the Masquerain, considering the trouble we've had in the past, considering it's flying. It's a Supersonic Sky Strike. You could actually find this on Carat Hill. Once you have Machamp's Shove ability, you get into a little alcove and you can find it on an overhang. Now, we saw Toucan do this last time, and it's way funnier with Toucan, in my opinion. But it's still a pretty good move. I'll also give it a B, I think.
No, are we really going to grade all of these, mate?
I am. I don't know about you.
Well, I've got stuff to talk about. I'm sorry. Right, next up is the Poison type Z move. Oh, the Acid Downpour. Go, Tentacle. That random tentacle that I caught earlier in the playthrough. And this Z Crystal is also given to you as part of the story by Plumeria.
I actually did not use it during the story, so this is probably the first time I have seen Acid Downpour. It looks okay, I guess. I've seen cooler. I'm going to give you a C as well. Now this one right here is, of course you put it on Palossand, because I've had trouble with this guy before. Oh, it's pre-evolution, my fault. Sandy Gas. This one is Tectonic Rage, as we have seen before, that I believe Stallion pulled out when we were going through Vast Pony Canyon. And the one does the Repugin, and then it drills him to the fucking core of the center of the earth. I'm giving this one an A. It just looks awesome.
Oh, yes, and yeah, it's a story Z Crystal. Just defeat Hapu, and you'll get it. Oh man, this might be the biggest case of overkill ever. This is the Rock Z-type move, and yeah, I'm going to be using the Golem that we got via a trade. Well, technically it was a Graveler, then it evolved, but yeah, Continental Crush. Time to get fucked, Caterpie. It's time to end this, decade-long rivalry.
Or as I like to call it, meet General Mountain.
So overkill, I love it.
Yeah, it's pretty good if you absolutely, positively have to kill something. Okay. 7 experience, thank you, dude.
Moving on a little bit here, and we're going to change music as well. I do so like a montage.
Yeah, I do like how for the first series that you brought out, the championship music for this event where we're going to destroy most of the environment by making gigantic fucking mountains, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, now we're going to show the Bug Z move, Savage Spin Out. And let me just look this up. Oh, right, that's right. Yeah, you get it in the Shady house after you beat Guzma. Just check the treasure chest.
Now, I believe we saw Galiciapod do this once during the playthrough, which basically lets you send out a line of web, kind of grab it, and do a Hercules spin, and just slam that motherfucker in the earth. Pretty good, I gotta say. Not A material, but definitely a B+. I kind of like the setup for this move, I gotta say.
Yeah, I agree with that. High B. Right, now we're going to have a bit of ghosty fun with No over there. The lovingly named No.
Yeah, it's a never-ending nightmare, and I think this is pretty good, the Masienko Sharingan kind of thing, and I'm not talking about the Masienko, I can't even do that copy-paste, I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about, big old ghost hands kind of grab something, see, it's okay, I mean, it certainly looks like a ghost-type move, fair enough.
Oh, No's not even powerful enough to take out a Metapod. This is awkward.
Wow, that is really awkward. I didn't watch that ahead of time, so I thought that was silly.
Next up is Steel, motherfucker. Clang, clang goes the trolley.
This one is Corkscrew Crash, which we have seen Gladiant's Lucario do when we fought him for that final time. Not really sure if it's best fit on Solgaleo here, but I like it. It's a super hype spinny drill move, and if you gave this to Excadrill, I think in particular that would match up really well, I think.
The Ghost ZCrystal and the Steel one are both found as part of the story, by the way. When you complete the 6th trial and when you beat, I believe it was Molayne in front of the Observatory? Yes, it is. The Fire one, obviously, you can get by beating Kiawe's trial. We've seen this throughout the course of the playthrough. Inferno Overdriver!
This one was easily my most reliable Z move. I'll give it a B just because it saved my bacon so many times. Nothing wrong with a big, gigantic fire explosion. Simple but effective in my book.
We're going all elemental. Now, this one's the Water Z move. And, just beat Lana. Beat her trial and you'll get this one.
This one is Hydro Vortex, which basically, now you think water wouldn't be that particularly impressive for a Z move. This one takes the opponent underwater and then hits him with like a super crazy tornado underwater attack. I actually really like this one. I'm gonna give it an A, personally.
Ooh, okay. You'll notice that we're just basically taking on a trio of, Alolan Meowth here, which I thought was pretty funny.
Alright, this one right here that you gave to Gigantic Executor, our Dragon type here, is Bloom Doom, which, not a great name, I gotta say. As for the effect in the move itself, I think we've only seen this one time during the playthrough. It kind of hits them with the full power of Okami, in a way, and then it's just like a fucking laser beam from the sky. Sure, why not? I'm gonna give that one a D. Not my favorite.
You get that from Mallow for beating her trial. Pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, I didn't really use it though, so that's pretty much the second time I've seen it ever.
A bit of Gladion's theme, why the hell not? We're basically bopping around Alola, by the way, if you pay attention to the background here. And I thought, you know what, I'm never going to use him in battle properly, so why not, have him in the showcase?
Yeah, okay, I mean, that's a fair enough thing, considering the fact we had to catch the Ultra Beast and then proceed to have them do absolutely nothing. That's the same as saving them, right, guys?
Alright, the electric type Z move, Gigavolt Havoc, and I actually love how it looks on circuitry. You can get this Z-Crystal by beating the 5th trial of the game. Sophocles, basically.
This one's pretty simple, but Gigavolt Havoc gave me so much use throughout the playthrough of I did, if I'm son, and it was the move that helped me secure the Alolan Championship. I'll give it a B. Overall, it's utility, but other than that, I've seen moves that look better.
Okay.
Alright, next up here, we have a Psychic one that you're actually going to display. I have not seen this yet. This is called Shatter Psyche. You're doing a Necrozma here. So kind of appropriate. Let's see how this plays out.
This is pretty hype, actually. I think you'll like this. Shattered Psyche. Brain. Total destruction.
Just kind of bounces him all over like energy panels. I like the shattering at the end. That's good. I actually prefer Mewtwo's Smash move in like Smash 4, the Brain Buster kind of thing. I think that would have been a cool Z move.
You can find the Psychic Z Crystal in the desert, by the way, but good luck finding it without an FAQ. That's all I'm saying.
Alright, for Tapu Fini here, here's one we also have not seen a lot of. The Ice Z move, Sub-Zero Slammer. Let's take a look at this.
You can find this in Mount Lanikila, but go right where we went left during the playthrough.
It's a super ice beam, not really that great. C, meh. Now, I think this one you have busted out before. I can't remember. I know I've used this one at least once. This is the Dragon Z-type move that you get, obviously, on Vast Pony Canyon. It's called Devastating Drake.
Well, we've never used it in this playthrough, so I must assume you're thinking of your playthrough.
It basically shoots like an energy dragon, kind of like the Dragon of Darkness, I don't know, from Yu Yu Hakusho. Also, man, I think it could have been cooler. See? And this next one coming up is the Dark-type Z-move. We have seen Nanu bust this out before. This is the Dark-type Z-move, Black Hole Eclipse, or as I like to call it, Black Hole Sun, myself.
Mm-hmm.
I actually really like this one. I just like the idea of killing everybody with a giant fucking black hole. I will give this an A, actually, because this looks really devastating.
Especially when you use it on a Slowpoke, which is amazing. Obviously, you get the Z-Crystal for beating Nanu's Kahuna battle.
Alright, the final major Elemental Z move that we have here is Twinkle Tackle, which I have used on Rabambi a few times, and it definitely looks like a fairy Z move, you know, in demonstration.
You get this from Mina just by, progressing the story. You get a lot of it by progressing the story. I don't know why I even bother telling you where to find them, but I'm trying to be helpful, so there you go. Fuck you, Wingle!
Basically, it just gives them a tickle, and it does a lot of damage, you know? I'll give it a C.
This one you've seen quite a few times. It is Incineroar's signature move.
Ah, yes, the malicious Moonsaw, which you need Darkest Lariat on your Incineroar in order to activate. Now, in comparison, a Decidueye's unique one, which I don't believe you're going to show off here, Sinister Arrow Ray. You need Spirit Shackle for that. He basically jumps in the air, he does like a fan of arrows, he dashes the opponent, and then all the arrows come down and hit afterwards. And that's a pretty good one. I like Malicious Moonsault as well. I'll give it a B. I think this one right here, as we've seen that before, it is Alolan Raichu's exclusive Z move, Stoked Spark Surfer. You will need Thunderbolt on this guy in order to do it, and you'll need the Alolan Raichu Z. I probably said that wrong.
Yeah, you can get that in the Sea Person's Village by talking to the lady who likes Raichu a wee bit too much.
And it's a little bit overkill, but it's still slamming them with his tail. C, not really that great in my opinion.
You're really hard to please, you know, though.
Oh, yeah? I've been doing this for 8 years. I am a hard motherfucker to please.
This one's sort of goofy, but I like it at the same time. This is the Guardian of Alola.
I like this one, actually, because of, again, how stupid it is. He basically breaks out Doshin the Giant from one GameCube game. Yeah, that's what it is. Then he fucking Voltrons onto it as the head, and then he just smashes the enemy Pokemon with his fist. I'm giving it a B just because it looks so dumb that I actually kind of like it.
If you're wondering why I didn't do super amounts of damage or just kill that really low level Zubat outright, it's because it does, I believe, 75% of the target's total HP.
That, of course, is exclusive to the Taboos only.
So, short and sweet, Helldragon. Z moves, in your opinion?
I like them. I like how it gives a lot of Pokemon utility, and you don't have to rely necessarily on doing the, having Mega Evolution be only available to specific Pokemon. It's a good option, I think.
I, too, enjoyed them. I hope they come back, but they do seem a little specific. Join us next time for the finale of Pokemon Sun.